Picking it out.
Even when it was way bigger than it is now with being able to make your living as a writer, which we know we could do a whole podcast series on that. But I read in the newspaper in Nashville that you had a better chance of starting for the NFL than being a writer and making your living doing that. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I think.
but we don't have the knee problems, so there's that.
Yeah, that's true. You may have to see a therapist the rest of your life.
But, the brain problems.
But co-writing, I mean, if you've got good chemistry with your co-writer, there's nothing like it. I mean, that is therapy for me.
Yeah.
But then I agree with what you said about writing by yourself. I was not confident enough to believe in my songs enough early on, 10 years ago. Once I started co-writing with people, and the manager I had at the time, would set me up with these Nashville writers, I realized how it all worked. I put everything together, and then I could write by myself. I could take, the idea, and I just knew how to structure it better. I knew how to just make it a better song. And now I know how to do that. But it has to hit, does it for you? Like, it has to hit you. I can't just sit down and try.
I've done it both ways. I won't say I'm not as consistent as some Nashville writers, but I do think that going in and sharpening your pen every day does have its merits. And I've been a staff writer. I've been in Nashville for about 21 years now, and I was a staff writer for a long time. And I guess I still am, but only for myself, which is a different story. But because I really wanted to start putting out my own records, and every time I'd sign a publishing deal, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we get that. You want to tour, you want to write." And then as soon as I'd sign that paperwork, they were like, "Okay, well, we're going to need you here 5 days a week writing."
Right. Yeah.
Which doesn't really work out with touring, but so I've taken a little time to do that myself. But I learned so much from those staff deals and getting to go in every day and write. And also not just from the writing, but the songs. They play other people's demos, or I was at Universal for quite a long time, and they had I still wish I had could just go over there. They had a demo room, tape room. And after I'd write, I'd go down there and just put headphones on and just listen to people's demos. Mm-hmm. And they had, Dean Dillon's entire catalog down there, and Josh Keir, tons of other people. And so that was a big part of it. And just, I don't know, hanging around other writers. I mean, I used to go, there was a time I'd go to my office and Bob McDill would be there half the time.
Wow.
And it's just being in the same room with that guy, it's what? It just shook me right off my access talking about Bob and Dill.
Yeah, you probably just wanted to write everything down that he said.
Tracy Berg is one of my favorite writers, and I'd go out and watch her shows and just really soak it in. And there's definitely something to be said about that. And I've learned a lot from co-writers.